Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Torrens University Educational Fair focused on cybersecurity opportunities. Welcome. So first of all, let me introduce myself briefly. My name is Flavia and I'm the area manager for Central and Northern Europe at Torrens University, Australia. So I'm originally Italian, but I grew up in Spain. And from a young age, I had the strong desire to explore the world, which led me to study a bachelor degree in tourism business management. And while I was traveling around the world, I had the opportunity to live in Australia for 1 year, which was a wonderful experience, both personally and academically. And I can say for sure that it changed my life forever. So since I got back, I have been working in international and educational industry, inspiring students from all around the world to embark this unforgettable experience. Thank you very much for being here today. So first of all, why study in Australia? First thing to highlight is the fact that students can earn money while studying, meaning that students can work up to 40 hours per fortnight, meaning a part-time during the week, right? And this permission, this visa has been lately been updated, and it has been extended for 4 more hours every fortnight as well. So it's not only allows students to work 20 hours per week, but 24 hours per week, which is great. Then 3 of the 30 best student cities in the world are in Australia. And in fact, we do have campuses in the 3 of them. These cities are Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Australia is also a popular student destination, which means that Australia is the first most popular destination for international students. This is a data that is coming from the World to Study Abroad ranking, and it has been analyzed in 2022. So it's a pretty recent ranking that we are looking at. And also the post-study work visa, which is the visa, the 485 visa, which is a visa that allows students to work up to 6 years after graduation, which is great. This is also one of the news from the Australian government, because before the pandemic, students could only stay up to 3 years after graduation. Now it's 6. So it's a great opportunity for students to live and to work after graduation and to work in the field they have studied, which provides students the opportunity to gain experience, to also have the return of the investment, right, of the studies they have made in the country. So now video we'll show you a bit of our academic approach, which is really focused on practice. Let's go for it.
How do you keep up? Read, revise, test, repeat? No, it's time to throw out the rule books and the textbooks. Forget lecturers, we're talking industry leaders. And while you're at it, forget lecture halls too. Yeah, really. This is hands-on. Say bye to the 9-to-5 job and bye to a dream job. Because you're not a robot, but you could design a robot or a cure. You could take a startup public, run a private event, or serve up a few chef's hats. Because this isn't just learning it, it's living it.
So this is our academic approach, which is focused on, as I said, on practice, not just learning it, but living it, right? And in fact, Torrens University has become the Australia fastest growing university, even though it's one of the youngest universities in the country. And this is thanks to our industry connections. So we are very industry focused, and that's why we pay a lot of attention on industry placement that are included in all our courses to provide students the opportunity to be hands-on practice from the very first day, and also to build a networking directly linked to the industry. Also, of course, we assign success coaches who are mentors to every one of our students. And the success coach will assist you in order to achieve your goals. And also it will assist you also in order to support you in terms of soft skills. let's say, for example, that you're a bit you're a shy student and you struggle every time you need to talk in public, right? So the success coach will help you go over your boundaries and be able to face these difficulties. Let's say we'll help you practice in interviews, we'll help you reviewing your resume, and also, of course, we'll help you to find the internship you are looking for. And of course, our lecturers are professionals in their field. They are very connected with the industry, and in fact, they work part-time while the other part-time they are teachers with us. So this is great because they are very up to date on the trends of the industry they are teaching. We offer a smaller class size, up to 24 students, means that students can really connect with their lecturers. And also the environment in class is more involves more participation and collaboration between fellows. Of course, Torrens is a big uni, and at the moment we offer more than 300 courses, and our learning is flexible, meaning that students go on campus, but also have time to dedicate to reflect on what they have learned at class, and also in order for them to find a part-time job during their studies. So where we are, so these are our campuses. Basically, our campus, our Gold Coast campus is brand new. It opened last year, very well located. And we also have Brisbane campus, Sydney campus, Leura, Melbourne, and Adelaide. In terms of Leura, we offer there basically our hospitality courses, because it's where our Blue Mountain Social School is located. And yes, the rest of the campuses, of course, are very well located in the CBDs of each cities, and the facilities are very new, very second to none, I will say, because students have everything to be ready to practice and to learn 100% from the very first day. So our international student mix, so we have students from all around the world. At this, we have 22,000 students, 11,000 are international from the 6 continents. So yeah, our community is really, really international in terms of students and in terms of staff, right? We are from everywhere. And now, with you this quick video about information technology, right? Because we are here to talk about opportunity related to cybersecurity. So this is a very quick video to share with you some testimonials from students that are currently or have studied with us.
Hi, my name is Tony Jen, and I'm Associate Professor and Program Director of the Information Technology courses in the Torrens University, Australia. We are living in a very exciting time where artificial intelligence, information technology, software engineering, cloud computing, and cybersecurity are all coming together to support humans and businesses to automate their operations and practices. Torrens University offers undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, which have been designed to meet the Australian Computing Society guidelines, but which also addresses the market demands for modern skills in programming, networking, infrastructure connectivity, system security, and data analytics.
My name is Barış. I am studying Master of Software Engineering, Cloud Computing specifically in Torrens University. I learned my lectures that we can easily deploy a website on cloud. We learned how to do it on Google Cloud Services, Amazon Web Services, and Azure.
My name is Milay, and I'm currently studying Master of Software Engineering, Cloud Computing Advanced here in Torrens University. I'm in my final year, and so far I took software development subjects such as software engineering principles, secure by design, human-centered design, cloud computing fundamentals, DevOps tools, big data and analytics, distribution development, and so on. Basically, we cover all the aspects of cloud computing, including service, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence. Currently, for the DevOps tool subject, we are working on a project that requires use of all our knowledge on the version control platforms, online with the DevOps practices. It includes implementing the source control stage, unit testing stage, build automation stage that performs the task of cleaning, compiling, testing, and creating deployable package.
These courses are designed with support from IBM, Fortinet, AWS, and other major ICT vendors, ensuring graduates gain enterprise-level skills to design, monitor, secure, and protect digital enterprises.
To complete my course, I will be doing a work-integrated learning subjects, including an internship, which will help me to start my career during my study at uni, and I can apply what I have learned within the industry. I would recommend anyone who wants to study cloud computing to learn the Python programming language and cloud platforms. They definitely could help improving your skills quickly.
What I like most about Torrens University is the connection to industry. Throughout my course, they have provided me opportunities to build my network, which has resulted in me getting a job in my field of study, cloud computing.
The thing that excites me most about the area of cloud computing is that it's a growing industry with continuously emerging technologies that will be relevant in the future.
Perfect. So also, I hope you enjoyed the video and you also had the chance to meet our program director and incredible associate professor who is Tony Jan, who has designed this program. He holds an incredible background in cybersecurity and information technology, and he has designed this program of cybersecurity. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will talk with Tony Jan at the end of the presentation, because we have prepared a very cool interview for you. And now let's talk a bit more our numbers. So as I was saying before, we are over 22,000 students. 90% find a job in the 6 months after graduation. This is directly linked to what I said before in terms of employability and internships. So the fact that our students are completely immersed in practice and in an academic approach and a way of learning that is very practical and industry focused, they are job ready to find job opportunities out in the workforce, right? In the job market. That means that they find a job real quick. And in terms of retention, 90% of retention means that students starting with us finish with us. This also is a very crucial indicator for us, means that our quality and our classes, our contents are engaging for students. And as I said before, we pay lots of attention to industry placement and industry contacts. More than 3,600 industry contacts, such as companies working with us, actively offering internship to our students. Okay, so now here we go to the description with the background of Tony Jan, our program director of cybersecurity. As I was saying before, he holds more than 20 years of senior academic experience at very well-known universities around.
Welcome to the Cybersecurity Masterclass by Torrens University, Australia. My name is Tony Jan, and I'm Associate Professor of Information Technology in charge of Information Technology, Cloud Computing, Artificial Intelligence, and Cybersecurity. For cybersecurity, we specialize in ethical hacking and user-centric, that is a human-centric cybersecurity. And we also specialize in enterprise-level cybersecurity to protect large corporations, and also cybersecurity for future digital environment, which means future artificial intelligence-driven, smart technology-driven society, where there will be a lot of automations. But we still need lots of cybersecurity constraints and support for such a future digital society. So we specialize in such topics in our programs. So for today, I will talk about the basic history of internet and its well-known security concerns, and then also talk about the basic concept of cybersecurity in confidentiality, integrity, and availability. and discuss the recent cybersecurity crimes and warfare and potential cybersecurity solutions amongst all these crazy attacks and problems, and potential training and educational opportunity for future cybersecurity specialists. So the basic history of the internet is rather simple. The internet was really built by a group of hobbyists and academics to exchange data and information. Yes, it does have a military sort of a background, even way before this had happened. But really, internet had a relatively innocent beginning because it was mainly sharing data, sharing information, and communicating across the globe. And by default, the internet did not have great security protocols because no one knew we would embark into this new era of e-commerce and all that. So however, the e-commerce eventuated in 1990s and so on with significant impact supported by like some PayPal. In case you didn't know, PayPal was invented and created by Elon Musk when he was much younger and others. So all these activities are happening, and even now, major corporations are dealing with another corporates over the internet in trust that internet is secure enough. But fundamentally, internet itself is not very secure, and there are lots of vulnerabilities of which the hackers making use of to infiltrate to the main corporates. So some of the fundamental concepts of cybersecurity include confidentiality. So data must not be revealed to the unauthorized users. Integrity, data must not be altered by unauthorized users. And availability, data must be available to the unauthorized users upon request. So cybersecurity attack can happen to any of these: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Recently, we have seen lots of an attack on availability and confidentiality. So we'll have a look at some of those examples. So first of all, attack on availability. Basically, one of the most famous example of attack on availability is denial of service attack. Denial of service attack involves multiple attacking machines, as you see in the figure. They are all sending requests to the victim machine, and victim machine received too many requests from too many servers, and they couldn't handle it. So server goes down because it couldn't handle all the requests. It's basically shuts down itself. What happens with that is, if this server was serving the purpose of e-commerce for a certain company, that company is not in operation, or they're beginning to lose the money. So such an attack is generally called a denial of service attack. And some of the advanced denial of service attack that's well known in recent years is a Mirai attack, or DDoS. That's a distributed denial of service attacks. Mirai attack is gaining quite a attention from industry because Mirai stands for Japanese word for future. So Mirai attack uses thousands of millions of bots, and also known as zombies. So they are like baby monitors and doorbells in United States. They have been all hijacked and become a zombie. So the attacker can use those zombies to launch an attack against the victim. So as an example, a couple of years ago, millions of doorbells and baby monitors in America have been hijacked, and they become a zombie. An attacker could use them to launch an attack against a very important digital infrastructure in America. I think they were able to amass 900 gigabits per second of data stream from thousands of baby monitors, so that they are focused and become an attack. And that once you receive 900 gigabytes of data per second, a typical servers cannot handle it, and they will of course go down, and well, that becomes the denial of service attack. And the problem with the future is those baby monitors and those devices that were prone to be a zombie machine we got a lot more of them now because Internet of Things are becoming a lot more popular. But Internet of Things are too small in their configuration and they are not very secure. So Internet of Things can be easily converted into a zombie and can constitute a botnet attack. So if millions and billions of Internet of Things devices are combined into a zombie, and then attacker can use that Internet of Things to launch an attack on another entity, we are in serious trouble because first of all, it'll be very hard to defend against so many enemies at the same time. And also, it's very difficult to control the security over Internet of Things because they are very small, light devices. So the future does look a bit bleak. So example, over DDoS attack, even just a couple of days ago, include a DDoS attack on Greece and government website. And because of that DDoS attack, even the hospital doctors couldn't prescribe to patients who came to the emergency room. That's pretty serious concern. And what happens with that attack is that during that DDoS attack, a series of bots, as I mentioned, the zombies, were flooding a website with many, many HTTP requests, interrupting data transmission between the host, basically disabling the victim machine so that they cannot run any business. So it's happening right now, as you can see on 15th of November 2022. Now, attack on confidentiality is another major concern. The hackers can use password cracking, privilege escalation, spoofing. Spoofing means pretending to be someone else. But nonetheless, combining all of them, the hackers can launch a ransomware attack. What happens with the ransomware attack is that hackers will gain control of the data of the victim machine and they will encrypt it, those data, and they will demand the victim to pay the ransom money. Otherwise, they will delete the data. Well, if the data is of a high value, of course, the company will try to pay the ransom to rescue or recover their data. And many times the attackers are attacking on very sensitive data, such as medical data or banking data or insurance data. It's a bit unethical, but then yes, they are criminals, so they do act in an unethical manner. And if the hospital is about to lose all the medical data, of course, they will pay the ransom money and try to resume their operations in medical services. And what happens is that stolen medical data or private personal data are often sold at a dark web for further extortions. That's a bit of a problem, because the other hackers will buy those information and begin to extort those victims, which is a bit unfortunate. So what's happening in Australia right now is major healthcare provider and also the insurance company called Medibank has been hijacked and their data has been compromised. And now they have been demanding ransom money to Medibank because they have stolen many customers' Medicare information, their health information, personal information. In fact, I was told my Medicare card number has been compromised. So some hackers have my Medicare information because Medibank lost it. And Medibank recently refused to pay the ransom money to the hackers, and hackers has been threatening to leak that sensitive health data to public, such as open internet or the dark web. It is interesting time, and how we're just all waiting to see what will unfold in this scenario. Government and cybersecurity police all have stepped in to support Medibank. In Australia, it was not just the Medibank, it was Optus, as well as a number of other major companies whose data has been compromised, has been leaked on the public web. So this is a great concern. And it's not happening in the past. It is actually happening right now in October 2022. Yes, my data and my family data has also been compromised. So I'm thinking perhaps I need to change my Medicare card number. So there are galactic battles between cybersecurity hackers, evil ones, versus the professional cybersecurity experts who are good. So whoever has higher or better technology is winning. Right now, currently in 2022, unfortunately, hackers are winning. So we need a lot more cybersecurity professionals who are trained properly so that they can further protect cloud computing systems, software systems, and artificial intelligence-driven computing systems. Um, the world, the world overall continuously declare the lack of cybersecurity expert. It's because the hackers are out there, and even syndicate of hackers sponsored by their state are attacking each other countries. And if we do not have right expertise to protect ourselves, we'll always be the victim and we'll always be in trouble. So such a training is imperative. So we need as cybersecurity professionals who can protect the companies in software and web security, network and digital infrastructure security, and protect the vulnerable humans within this cyber space, and also protect the systems that has been driven by artificial intelligence. And you might ask me, if it is driven by artificial intelligence, isn't it supposed to be more secure? It is indeed in some sense, but we have to acknowledge that hackers can also use artificial intelligence and even weaponize artificial intelligence to launch attack against another person or victims. So the war between hackers and security professionals are such that it now includes artificial intelligence battle. So whoever has better artificial intelligence technology will be winning. So we need a cybersecurity professionals to be good at software protection, network data protection, and as well as some understanding of machine learning and intelligent technologies. Yes, we are asking much. It does not mean one has to become expert in everything, but having good understanding of separate domains and putting all together for holistic cybersecurity solution is very important. Um, so in Torrens University, we offer cybersecurity courses in bachelor's and master's level. We specialize in ethical hacking. That means we learn how to hack, so beat the hackers in their own games. So my philosophy is that if you don't know how the hackers work, how can you fight and win over the hackers? So we will teach every tricks and skills that the hackers may have, and we'll train you to be able to beat them on their own games as well. Of course, we'll train you to be an ethical hacker. And then, of course, we will need to train you to be able to protect the software, data, and human users, as well as the digital infrastructure. And we have identified in many of the cybersecurity incident, the weakest link was the human. So human behavior analysis is very important for cybersecurity protection. So in our course, we focus a lot on human behavior analysis centric cybersecurity so that the vulnerable humans are better protected in this crazy cybersecurity warfare. And well, the cybersecurity industry does present an amazing career opportunity that's in very high demand, and its salary band is ever increasing because they are on high demand. And our course has been co-designed with consultation from IBM. In fact, IBM cybersecurity partner and vice president was part of our course development, and supported by Cisco and Fortinet and Palo Alto. Fortinet Threat Intelligence Director was part of our course development, and Palo Alto, the cloud security team, is helping us to evolve our curriculum to be right on the spot with the latest technology and cybersecurity. So co-designed by IBM, Cisco, Fortinet, Palo Alto, and a couple of other smaller cybersecurity vendors, we are very confident that these courses will prepare you to meet the strong demand for future cybersecurity professionals. And we are very confident you will find exciting career opportunity to grow further and further and make an exciting income. Many of the cybersecurity graduates from my courses from the past few years, they're already making more money than I do, fortunately for them. And I'm sure you will be one of them once you are properly trained and gain sufficient experience to be a trustworthy cybersecurity professionals. I hope this short session was useful and you find cybersecurity interesting. And if you have any other questions, we are all here to support you. So please do let us know. Thank you very much. My name was Tony Jan and my email contact is just my name, tony.jan@Torrens University. That's at torrens.edu.au. Thank you very much.
Industry partners, but even though we have more than 3,000, I would like to show you some of them. Let's pay attention, for example, to PlayStation. PlayStation is one of our academic partners, and in fact, we are the only university collaborating actively with PlayStation. So our students can do internship with PlayStation, which is great. Also, we collaborate with Sony, IBM, and many others. And in fact, we have gained an incredible industry recognition. 90% postgraduate full-time employment. Also, we are #2 in terms of employment for international students. And we are between the top 10 universities in Australia by KILT, which is a quality indicator for learning and teaching ranking system. All right, so now I would like to share with you a bit more about courses and course structures. So basically, in terms of cybersecurity, we do offer diplomas, associate degree, bachelor's, and master's. And this will be the structure of our Bachelor of Cybersecurity. So first of all, after the first year, our students will get the diploma certificate. After the second year, associate degree certificate, and after the third year, and during the third year, students will do the industry placement, they will achieve the bachelor degree. So basically, the industry placement, it includes around 300 work integrated learning hours. And each year includes 8 subjects divided by 3 trimesters, right? So to get into the diploma, students needs to meet the English requirements of IELTS 5.5 or equivalent. We do accept Pearson, Cambridge, and the other well-known English certificate. And also, depending on nationalities, students can also sit our English test. And in terms of a bachelor, if a student wants to get direct entry to the bachelor, it must show eligibility and English requirements of IELTS 6.5, no band less 5.5. And in terms of master, the English requirements are a bit higher, but not impossible for sure. IELTS 6.5, no band less 6. And of course, studying a bachelor in Australia allows students to apply for the post-study work visa, the visa 485, which allows students to stay in Australia and work full-time up to 6 years. And if a student undertakes a master's, and wants to apply for this visa must be an advanced master. So it must have a duration of 2 years in order to be able to apply for the post-study work visa. And now let's talk a bit more about trends in the Australian job market and opportunities for students to find a job in cybersecurity and the technology industry in Australia. So now I'm gonna show you some slides directly coming from the labor market insight.gov.au website, right? So is inside the Australian government website, you can find this section called Labor Market Insight, where you can find incredible marketing and incredible intel about industry, regions, occupations, and data. So this is the projection of employment growth by industry from now to November 2026. So as you can see, is predicted an incredible growth in terms of professional, scientific, and technical services. Is the second field within Australia with a major projection in terms of job opportunities, around 206,600 possibilities and employment predictions, right? Job opportunities. And now looking in detail at the cybersecurity job market, we can find that the number of workers that will be needed, looking at having the eye looking at 2026, it's increasing. It's coming around 100,000 numbers of workers will be needed by the Australian workforce, right? By the Australian employers. And in terms of weekly earning, we are talking about an average earning of 2,342 Australian dollars per week, which is incredible. These in euros will lead us to 1,900 euros more or less, to give you a reference for the students who are watching us from Europe. And having here a snapshot, the future growth, as I said, it covers at 38.9% of future growth. And there is also a female share, meaning that female students are also increasing in this field. The number of job opportunities dedicated to females, to women, are increasing. The average rate is 40 years. And yes, I mean, the outlook and the average numbers are really, really inspiring. And it gives us a lot of data about the opportunities and the room there is for students to find a job in their field, right? Find a job in cybersecurity once graduated. And now we are looking at software and programmers job market. Here as well, there is a potential growth touching around 180,000 number of workers will be needed by Australian employers in 2026. Also, the weekly earnings are amazing. This is an average 2,208 Australian dollars per week, which is great. And as I said, also the future growth 27%. Always looking at the continuity of the industry, looking at 2026. And yes, I mean, if now the Australian government has considered that employer as programmers, it has 156,000 employees in software and programming. Looking at 2026, it will be 198,000. So a lot of opportunities are coming up in this industry, which is also called the industry of the future, information technology. And yeah, lots of potential. And now just sharing with you a news about also the reach that Australia has invested. In this case, the Australian government has invested 7 billion in cybersecurity. So also to increase talent to come to Australia, study and having the opportunity to participate and collaborate in the workforce in Australia. Lots of opportunities because different variables, let's say the proximity to the Asian cyber market is also a great pool of talent. And that's why there will be a high demand for cyber products and service and employees. And yes, of course, having success coaches and industry contacts is one of our highlights because of this, because success coaches can connect students to find a job in the field they have studied. And in this case, success coaches can help students to find a job in cybersecurity, thanks to the amazing industry contacts we have. As our professor Tony Jan was mentioning before during the masterclass, we are very well connected with IBM, with Sony, Cisco, and many more. We also do have a part Connect, which allows students to send resumes directly to our industry connections, and also have the opportunity to practice mock interviews. And also, if they want, if they feel like applying for a volunteering while in Australia, why not? We also have opportunities in terms of volunteerings and any other resources. So let me show you this very quick video about our portal, Careers Connect.
Careers Connect is our career services platform, connecting students, success coaches, and industry. From O-Week to graduation, Careers Connect is your one-stop shop for careers and employability support. On Careers Connect, you can apply for opportunities, upload your resume and cover letter for feedback, register for careers and industry events, complete virtual mock interviews, and review a range of career and graduate support resources. Careers Connect, supporting you through your career pathway. Careers.
Or hope you enjoyed. I think this platform is amazing because firstly has been completely customized for us, and it also, as you could see in the video, it provides many different tools, and not only job opportunities, which is great, but also different tools for students to be even more connected with the industry. Well, now let's talk about intakes. We do have several intakes during the year. Now, at the moment, the next intake will be the 11th of July. Well, the 30th of May, then the 11th of July, September, and October. And well, this is just like to sum up a bit. So as I was mentioning before, to get a bachelor or master, you must meet English requirements. If you don't meet these English requirements and you need to be a bit more confident with your English, it's not an issue, because we also do have our own English school, our own English faculty within Torrens, which is called Talk. And it's great, and they can provide you some English preparation if needed. And as I was mentioning before, bachelor's, masters, and then now these slides must be updated because now we have up to 6 years after graduation for students to work full-time in Australia. So the English requirements for undergraduates, such as diplomas and bachelors, will be application form, photocopy of your passport, evidence of year 12, let's say, such as high school, right? And English proficiency. Supporting documents are welcome, such as, for example, if you're applying to cybersecurity, will be enough with your resume, and that's it. And for postgraduates, in this case, as I said, English requirements are a bit higher, 6.5 IELTS or equivalent, but pretty easy, I'm sure, for the most of the countries. And if not, you can always undertake an English preparation course. And also students that hold work experience or previous knowledge, such as courses they have done in their home country, also they can be recognized by us. And this is applicable to postgraduates and to undergraduates as well. TOLC, our Torrens University language test, is very dynamic. It holds more than 20 years of experience, very practical, and we really want to prepare students in English, but not just to get entry to their main course, but really to provide them the skills to be able to analyze, apply critical thinking, paraphrasing, presenting in English, being able to be full ready for their main courses, and also to be able to have this English preparation, which is way more practical than usual. And then we have every 5 weeks intakes in case you are doing pathway with other courses or so on. And now this is one of my favorite slides. I would like to talk about international scholarships. So for European students, we do have up to 35 scholarship, 35% of scholarship available for our Brisbane campus, but we do have a wide variety of scholarships coming from 15, 20, 25. Scholarship really depends on the profile of the students, background, sometimes also nationality, and most of all, availability. So if you are thinking on applying with us, keep this in mind, that scholarships are available based on availability. Means that I will suggest you to apply as soon as you are decided, because in this way you can assure you a scholarship and don't miss the opportunity to have it. Because of course, closer to the intake will be a bit more difficult to have this possibility. So now, thank you once again. This is our motto, our slogan: love what you do. We really love what we do, and I hope you too. So thank you very much for your attendance today. Hope you enjoy, and please feel free to drop us a message in the chat box if you have any question. Feel free to share it with us, and thank you very much.